This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we'll start with new functions. Okay, so today we are going to start with some logical functions. So do you know any logical functions in Excel? Guys, I am audible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am, if function?
okay, good. Only if function is a logical function.
No, ma'am, there are more, but I know only the if one.
Okay, no issues. So today we are going to start with the logical functions. The first logical functions we are going to start with, that is if. The second one, and third one, or fourth one, not, and some other things we are going to discuss regarding ifs. Okay, so if condition, so we are using this condition of the if logical function to check whether the condition is satisfied or not. For example, so I'll give us some condition here by using fine. I'll give one condition equals to if I have some data here. Okay, so think that I have a data which is type some data. We'll go for some name and we'll go for percentage. So I'll take A, B, C. So I'm using here 32%, 66, 89. So I want to check. Okay, I'll give one condition if the percentage. So I'm giving a condition here. If the percentage is greater than or equals to 35, if it is satisfied, I want to show that as a pass. I want to show the data as a pass. I'm giving a condition here. If the percentage is greater than or equals to 35, this is my logical test. You can take it as it is a logical test. If it is logical test is satisfied with the given condition, show it as to show you as a pass. So otherwise, fail. Any doubt? Maitri, please mute yourself, ma'am. Okay, click on enter button. So you can see here,
Ma'am, one more time, ma'am.
I'll explain the whole thing. Okay, don't worry about it. Just I'm telling you, if condition is used for if condition is used for check whether the condition is true or a false based on the condition specified. Okay. So if condition is used to check whether the given condition is a true or a false. Okay. So if it is a true, it has to show the value as a my opinion. Okay. So if condition is used to check the whether the condition is a true or a false based on the given condition. Okay. So with example, I explain it to you. Got it or can I explain it once?
Can you explain again, ma?
Sure. Give me one moment. So So if use the if function, one of the logical function to return a one value if a condition is true and another value if condition is false. For example, I'm using here equals to if. Okay, I'll give a condition here that the subject or the percentage is greater than 35. So this is my logical test. Okay, if the percentage is greater than 35, if that is satisfied with the condition, so it has to show you as a pass. So otherwise it has to show you as a fail. Got it or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma.
Okay, so with the example I'll explain it to you. So I'm using here some names. So you can see here I have some names here and percentage. Now I want to check whether that person is pass or a fail by giving some condition. Okay, any doubt regarding this question which is related to this table?
No, ma.
Okay, fine then. So now I want to check whether the condition is true or false. So I'm using here one formula, that is if. So if is a logical function, okay, where you can give the condition to check whether the condition is specified or not. So I'm using here equals to if, open the bracket, equals to if, open the bracket. So the logical test is, so I'm selecting here percentage. My logical test is percentage. So I'm giving one condition here. If the percentage is greater than or equals to, if the percentage is greater than or equals to 35, so this is my logical test. This is my condition where the percentage is greater than or equals to 35, comma, if it is satisfied with the given condition, so I'm giving it as a the value if true, value if true, it has to show me as a pass. Okay, if the percentage is greater than or equal to 35, it will show you as a pass, comma, if it is a false, the given condition is false or not satisfied with the given condition, so it has to show you as a fail. Any doubt or can I explain it once?
No doubt, ma'am.
Close the bracket, click on enter button. Now see here the given condition is more than 35, so it is showing you as a pass. When I drag this, fail, because the given condition is not satisfied with the given data is not satisfied with the condition, so it's showing you as a fail. Any doubt? Other people?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I have some data here. Now I want to check whether these people are eligible to vote or not. So I'm using here if condition equals to if logical test. What is my logical test? The age is greater than or equals to. If the age is greater than or equals to 18, if it is satisfied with the given condition, value if true, so it has to show me the eligible to vote, comma, if the given condition is not satisfied. Okay, if the given condition is not satisfied, it has to show you not eligible. Any doubt? Same formula, but the test is the age is greater than or equals to 18. If it is true, eligible to vote. If it is false, not eligible. Other people got it or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Ma'am, 1 second, I'm seeing if I get the result or not.
Okay, ma'am. What about other people's? Do you have any query? If you want, I'll explain it once. If you don't have any query, we'll continue with the next formula.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, like I did the eligibility, say, instead of eligible to vote or not eligible, I wrote yes or no. And like if I do if the age is greater than or equals to 18, comma
Hmm?
and under inverted comma yes, then comma, then again inverted commas
No,
and
no,
no.
no,
But
no.
I'm get
See, you have to close with a double quotation, guys. Open,
yes,
close,
ma'am, I
comma, open
closed it.
and close. Sure.
Yeah, I did close. Yes. But I'm getting each result as yes.
Can you just check with your age? It is all are
Fif-
greater than 18. 15 is there.
no, no, 15 is there, 5, 4, and 3 is also there, 10
And
is
you can
also there.
you just check with this option greater than or equals to 18. I think you
This
have
is
taken a
also,
less than 18, I think.
I guess we need to select the age, right?
Age. I'll just show it
Okay, ma'am.
once. You
Mistakenly. Okay, ma'am.
got it, no?
Yes, ma'am. Got it. I
Okay, fine.
mistakenly selected the name column.
Okay. So select it and drag it. So this is if function. Okay. Any doubt regarding the if function? Okay, chalo. Next one. Not. So it is opposite to your if. If the condition is satisfied, it will show you as a false. If the condition is not satisfied, it will show you as a true. Okay. So I'm using here. Just delete it. So now first I'll just show with the if condition as we discussed equals to if. I'll select my logical test equals to 35 comma I'm using here pass comma here fail. Okay, so it is greater than 35, so it is showing pass. It is less than 35 fail. Now it is a vice versa of if, so I'm using here equals to if open the bracket. I'm using one more condition here, that is not. Open the bracket. The logical is if the percentage is greater than or equals to 35, okay, close the bracket. Any doubt till here? So I'm using one more function here, not. Okay, if open the bracket, not function. What is the logical? If the percentage is greater than or equals to 35, close the bracket. Any doubt till here? If you want, I'll explain it once. Comma. So I'm using
Can
here.
you explain again, mom?
Okay. So I'm using here not function. So it is opposite to your if function. Okay. So I'm using here if the value is satisfied. If the condition is satisfied, it will show you as a false. If the value is not satisfied, it will show you as a true. Okay. So I'm using here equals to if open the bracket. So one more function I'm using here, that is not. One more function I'm using here, not. What is my logical? My logical, same logical take. If the percentage is greater than or equals to 35. This is my logical. Any doubt till here?
No, mom.
Okay. Close the bracket. Okay. After closing the bracket, comma, same thing. I'll use pass, comma, otherwise fail. The remaining things is same. If open the bracket, not open the bracket, the selected percentage is greater than or equals to 35, comma, close the bracket, comma, with a double quotation, pass, comma, with a double quotation, within the double quotation, fail. Close the bracket, enter. You can see here, it is showing you a fail because it is satisfied with the given condition. So it is showing you as a fail. Got the difference between if and not?
Ma'am, I didn't understood the not function.
Not is nothing but vice versa of it. If the condition is satisfied, okay, it will show you as a false. Okay, you got it? If the condition is satisfied, it will show you as a false. If the condition is not satisfied, it will show you as a true. If condition is nothing but if the condition is satisfied, it will display you as a true. Okay. If condition is not satisfied, it will display as a false. 1 minute, I'll write it. condition is satisfied, then it display this is if condition. Okay, so you can see here, if the condition is satisfied, then it will display true. Okay, and if the condition is not satisfied, it will display as a false. Any doubt regarding the if function?
Excuse
At
me,
least say
ma'am.
yes or no. No.
Ma'am, can you show the formula again?
Which one, pa?
Ma'am, the if true and false formula.
Can we see here? I have given one condition. If that condition is okay satisfied, so I have given one value if true, pass. Value if false, it has to show you as a fail. Any doubt regarding the if condition?
Ma'am, there is no confusion in the if. Like when we use the not function, what are we writing in the logic inside the bracket?
That is same thing we are using. Okay, we are using the same thing, that if not, the logical is if the given condition is greater than or equals to 35, same pass and fail. But here we are using not function, no. So it is a vice versa of your if function. If the value is satisfied, it will display you as a false. Okay, if the value is satisfied or the given condition is satisfied, it will display as a true. Any doubt? If the value is not satisfied, it will, sorry, if in a not function, if the given condition is true, it will display as a false. If the given condition is false, it will display as a true. You didn't get?
Got it, ma'am.
At least say yes or no, so I can continue with my class. If you don't understand, I'll explain it once.
Understood, ma'am.
Okay. Other people?
Understood, ma'am.
Understood, ma'am.
Okay. So remember one thing, if is a vice versa of not. Then the next function we are going to learn, that is and. So and function is nothing but every condition must be true. Every given condition must be true. So best example is your okay result, guys. Okay, for example, you can see here some languages are there here. Can you see here? Accounting, economics, stat, maths, and business English. Some example, some subjects are there. So if you fail in the one subject, okay, it will display you as a fail. Your result will be fail. Okay, that is the and condition. And is nothing but every given condition must be true. Nothing but each subject must contain the marks greater than or equals to 35. Okay, and is nothing nothing but every given condition must be true. With the example, I'll show it to you. I'll just show it to you. So I'm using the AND function. Okay. So I'm using a AND function here, equals to AND. So I'll give a one by one condition here of the logical thing. So I'll select a one subject. After selecting the one subject, so I'll use here function equals greater than or equals to 35. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Can I explain it? Can I explain it once? What do you mean by
Yes,
AND
ma'am.
condition?
Every condition will be true, ma'am.
Okay, good. So the given condition must be true. So I'm using here equals to AND. My first subject greater than or equals to 35. I'll select the another subject that is greater than or equals to 35, comma. Third subject is greater than or equals to 35. I'm giving us some condition. So and is nothing but whatever given conditions are there, every condition must be true. Then only it will display as a true. So I'm selecting the business is greater than or equals to 35. Maths greater than or equals to 35. English greater than or equals to 35. Any doubt till here? All these are
Ma'am,
my log.
ma'am, can we do it like this? Can we select the entire marks
No, 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 no,
and
no, no, no,
then
no.
put one condition?
It is not possible. I'm giving the condition here one by one. Okay, I'm selecting one cell. If that cell contain the, if satisfied with the one this, so then I'll go for the another one. You can't do that. Okay.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay,
So
understood.
other people, do you have any query? If you have any query, let me know. I'll explain it once. So I'll click on enter option. You can see here it is displaying as a false. False is nothing but, so it will not satisfy with the given condition because except max, so you get a good marks. But what about max? Max is less than 35. So it is displaying it is displaying you as a false. Any doubt? Okay, I'll continue with this. Guys, am I going fast? You're not getting any of the formula,
Ma'am got it.
whatever we are discussing
Ma'am, we
today.
got it.
Ma'am,
We
it's fine.
understand.
At least see. Okay, fine. Please, if you don't get any of the things, let me know. So you can see here, I have some names here. Okay, student name, SEM 1, SEM 2 and SEM 3. Now I want to check the final result. Okay, so to check the final result, I am using here equals to and, because if you pass in each and every SEM, then only it will display as a pass. Otherwise, it will display you as a fail. So I'm using here equals to and. If the first SEM is equals to pass. If the first SEM is equals to pass. Second logical test is, I'm selecting this. If the second SEM is equals to pass, comma. If the third SEM is equals to pass. Okay. So after selecting exams. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
You can click, okay, click on enter button. You can see here. So this SAM person is passing each and every sum. So it is displaying you as a true. Okay. This is AND condition. AND is nothing but what? Each and every condition must be true. Then the next condition we are going to learn, that is OR condition. So it is opposite to your AND condition. Here any one of the condition is true. So it will display you as a true. Okay. And is nothing but every condition must be true. Here any one of the condition is true, it will display you as a true. So I'll just show with the so I'm just using OR function here. So same formula equals to OR, open the bracket. If the first language is greater than or equals to 35, comma, if the second language is greater than or equals to 35, comma, third one is the third language is greater than or equals to 35, comma, and the fourth subject is greater than or equals to 35, comma, and the fifth subject is greater than or equals to 35, comma, and the sixth subject is greater than or equals to 35. I'll close the bracket. Same formula, but we are using OR function here. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am, so
So,
here any one of these conditions have to be true to have the true result.
yeah. Huh.
Okay.
There, each and every condition must be true. Click on enter option. So it is displaying you as a true. You can see here. Now, can you see a false option for this? Because, see, any of the condition is not satisfied. The given condition is not satisfied. So can you see a 27, 28, 32 is there? If instead of a 32, if I take it as a 35 also, if I take it as 35 also, it will display you as a true. Because if any one of the condition is true, it will display you as a true. Any doubt? The difference between and or?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am, understood.
Okay, fine. So the next one we are going to learn, that is ifs. Okay. So ifs, when you have more than one criteria, we are using ifs function. So I have some data here. Okay, fine. So you will get a grade, no? Like A, B, C, D, like that. So now what I will do, here I have some score like 0 to 130, D, 130 to 350, C. Before that, I'll do one thing. Give me 1 minute. I'll show with a simple one. some data here. Name, score and grade. I'll type some names here. Score, I'll take it as a 90.0, 91.0, 82.8, 91.3, 76.0, 80.6. Then I'll go for 85, 70, 76.6, 78.4, 68.2, 71.6. So now I want to know the grade of it. So for that purpose, I'll just select score and the grade. Zero, 60, 70, 80 and 90. So I'm using here for 90, A, B, C, D, go for E also. Okay. So now you got the question, or can I explain it one?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now I want to check the grade. Okay. So I'm using here one formula, that is ifs. So I'm using here one formula, ifs equals to ifs, open the bracket, logical test. So I'm giving here logical test. If the score is if the score is less than or equals to, otherwise we'll go for the score is less than 60, comma, okay, just to show you as a E, okay, comma. Any doubt till here regarding the first logical test? So I am selecting here equals to ifs, open the bracket. If the score is less than 60, it has to display you as a E. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Second one is, again I am selecting the ifs, that is score. So if the score is less than 70, comma, what is 70? That is, I am selecting here D. If it is less than 70, D, comma. So again, equals to ifs, open the bracket, the score is less than 60, comma, E. If the score is less than 70, comma, D. If the score is less than, what next we have, that is 80, comma, it has to display you as a C. If the score, that is B2, B2 is less than 80 is done. Okay, 90. If the score is less than 90, comma, it has to display you as a B, comma. If the score is greater than, if the score is greater than or equals to, if the score is greater than or equals to 90, okay, it has to display you as a E. Any doubt regarding the condition, or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay, so close the bracket, click on enter button. So it is greater than 90, so it is displaying you as a A. When I drag this, B, because you can see here less than 90, B, A, C, like this you have. So this is how we use the ifs condition. If you want, I'll explain it once. If you got it, we'll continue with the one more.
Explain it once, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay. So I have some score here and the grade. If it is 0 to 60 E, 60 to 70 D, 70 to 80 C, 80 to 90 B, above 90 A. This is my score and these are the grades. I have some score boards here. So I'll take it as a 99. So now I want to check the grade. So I'm using here ifs condition equals to ifs, open the bracket. So my first logical test is I'm selecting my score. If the score is less than, so what is that? If the score is less than 60, so I'm using here if the score is less than 60, comma, so I want to display the grade as a E. Any doubt regarding the first logical test?
No, ma'am.
So the second logical test is if the score is less than, what is the next one? That is 70. Okay, comma, if it is less than 70, D. So I'm using here with the quotation D. Okay, comma. The third logical test is if the score is less than 80. If the score is less than 80, it has to display you as a C. So I'm using here less than 80, comma, C. Next, if the score is less than, if the score is less than 90, okay, if the score is less than 90, it has to display B. So I'm using here if the score is less than 90, comma, display it as a B. And the last logical test is if the score is greater than, if the score is greater than or equals to, if the score is greater than or equals to 90, okay, comma, it has to display as a E. Any doubt, other people? If you want, I'll explain it once. Okay, click on enter option. So I'll select it, I'll drag it. Okay, you can see according to your score, it will set a grade for you. Okay, this we call it as a ifs condition. Got Got it, or can I explain it once? Okay, we'll continue with the next one. That is, I'll give one more example to you. Uh, so company name, I'll go for ratings. So I'll give one rating here. So I'm using here, if the rating is 1, so I'm using here poor. If the rating is 3, I'm using here okay. If the rating, okay, I'll go for 2, I'll go for average. So if the rating is 3, I'll go for, okay, here we'll go for not bad. Here we'll go for the average. The rating is 4. I'll take it as a average. Okay, fine. If the rating is 5, so I'll go for the good. Here we'll go for the good. Here we'll go for the best. So I'll take. So I'll give us some company name here. We'll go for. I'll go for some ratings here. So for night 4, Liberty 3, Adidas. I'll go for the 2, and Woodland. I'll go for a 5. So these are the ratings. So now I want to check whether it is a poor, not bad, average, good, or a best. So I am using here equals to ifs equals to ifs. Okay, so I'm selecting here if the rating is greater than or equals to, if the rating is greater than or equals to 5. Okay, so the first condition, it has to display as a best. Any doubt regarding the first logical test? If the rating is greater than or equal to 5, it will display you as a best. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Comma. If the rating is greater than or equals to 4, okay, comma, it will display you as a good. Next, if the rating is greater than or equals to 3, average, comma, if the rating is greater than or equals to 2, comma, it will display you as a not bad. If the rating is greater than or equals to 1, or even comma, it will display you as a poor. So I close my quotation, click on enter button. So 4 you can see a good. If I drag this, so average, that is not bad. Okay, 3 is not bad, and the second is 3 is average, 2 is not bad, and you can see a rating is 5, so it is displaying you as a best. So this is how we are using the ifs condition for rating purpose. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
So we'll go for one more formula, that is complex if. Okay, so we'll go for some data. Complex. So complex formula is nothing but when you are using more than one formula, so that we call it as a complex. So I'm using here equals to if I'll mix with the and condition here to get whether this person is pass or a fail. I have some subject here, so I'm using here if and condition equals to if. So if I'll add a one more function here and. So and is nothing but the given condition must be every given condition must be true. So I'm using here if the first subject is greater than or equals to 35, comma, if the second subject is greater than or equals to 35, comma, if the third subject is greater than or equals to 35, comma, if the fourth subject is greater than or equals to, comma, if the last subject is greater than or equals to 35. Any doubt till here? Close the bracket. So this is AND function, guys, as we discussed. AND is equal to first logical test is greater than or equals to 35. The second logical test is same thing. So I have given a logical test 1, 2, 3. Okay, any doubt regarding the AND function?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So now after this I want to check whether the condition is true or false. So for that purpose I am using if here, comma, if every condition is true, okay, it will display you as a pass, comma, if any condition is false, it will display you as a fail. Any doubt regarding this formula?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Sorry. Okay, so click on enter button. So it is satisfied with the each and every condition, so it is displaying you as a pass. Can you see a fail? Because here the English subject is 34 and this is the social is 34. So if any one of the condition is not satisfied, so it will display you as a fail. So we are using here if and function. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Like, unconditional use for like every condition should be true.
Huh, pa.
Then why her fail has failed, ma'am?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Like, unconditional is used for like every condition should be true.
Hmm.
So how fail will come, ma'am?
See, this is and function. One more function is there. No, if condition. If the condition is satisfied, true. If the condition is not satisfied, fail. This is my condition.
Okay, ma'am.
So here I am using two function. The first function is if. After that I am using and. So and condition is nothing but, so I'll give a logical test 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So every subject must be contain greater than 35. So after completion of this AND function, if the condition is satisfied, it has to show you as a pass. If that condition is not satisfied, it will display as a fail, because if condition is like that. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay. Click on enter option. So these are the sum functions, okay, which is related to your logical. If, and, or, not, okay, if functions are done. So you work on it. If you have any query, let me know. Okay. And the next, got it now? Guys, if you have any query regarding any of the function, let me know. I'll give out 2 minutes of time to you. Otherwise, I'll continue with the next formulas.
Got it, ma'am.
Okay, fine then. Excuse me. So date functions are done. Fine, we'll continue with the cell references. Okay. So cell references is nothing but it is addressing the cells for you. So what is cell reference? Cell reference is nothing but it is addressing the cell. Can you see here? I am in the C column and fifth row. So this is nothing but your cell references. Okay. So you can see here an Excel cell references refer to the address or the name of the corresponding cell or a range of a multiple cell. So in a cell reference, we have a two types: absolute, relative reference. Okay, absolute reference is nothing but fixing the cell or locked the references. You can see here Excel absolute reference refer to a locked reference, so that the address of its corresponding row or a column does not change when copied. Okay, so best example, you got the meaning of cell reference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now listen to me. So I'm using here one data. So I'll go for So with example, I'll explain with the absolute reference. I have some item name here. So USD price. So I want to calculate my INR price. So I'll take some data here, mouse, keyboard, RAM, USB cable, speakers, headphone, HDMI cable, then we have a monitor. Okay, so I'll go for my USA dollars. So I'm selecting here 912. Okay, this one is 15. USA cable is for 4. Speaker 18. Headphone is for 7. HDMI cable for 5. Monitor is for 25. So I'm using here USA dollar, so I'll select it. Take this. So you can see here I'm using here 1 USD in INR. Okay, so that is, so we'll check with today's date. So 83.69. So I'm using here 83 instead of 83. I'll take it as a 84. Okay. Now I want to calculate the INR price. Okay. So I'm using here equals to. Okay. I'll select the USD price multiplied by okay the number, okay, that is USD INR number, that is 84 rupees. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, when you click on enter option, okay, so I'll select the whole thing. I'll convert into a numbers, pop up. I'll select here. So 756 rupees. Okay, any doubt till here? If you want, I'll explain it once.
Ma'am, one more time, ma'am.
Okay. So you can see here, to get the INR price, so what we have to do? We have to multiply with this number, that is INR number. So nothing but 1 USA dollar is equal to 84 rupees. So 9 into 84. So I'm using here equals to, I'll select this USD dollar, okay, that is 9 multiplied by, can you see here 84? So I'm selecting this. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
So click on enter button. Now I'll select this. I'll click on this option. Okay. Can you see here? You're not getting proper information. 26105. Okay. So when I click on this formula tab, so I'll click on this show formula. Okay, I'll just click on the show formula option. Can you see here? When I zoom out it, can you see here? When I click on this, it has taken 9 into 84. When I click on the second formula, it is taking 12 into empty cell because it is taking the next cell. Okay, it is shifting from one cell to another. So when I click on this third one, you can see it is selecting 15 into USD price. So what I will do, I'll click on this. I'll delete all these things. So I'm using here absolute reference. Absolute reference is used to fix this cell. Okay. So when you fix this cell, it will not move from one cell to another cell. So what I will do, I'll use equals to, I'll select this USD price, multiply by, I'll select 84. Okay. So for 84, what I will do, I'll use F4. So F4 is used to fix the cell. Any doubt?
Ma'am,
Can you
once
explain
more.
again, ma'am?
Okay.
Ma'am, again.
Okay. I'll explain it to you. Okay. So you got my point. So I have some data which is in the dollar. Okay. So I have a data in the price in the dollar. Now I want to convert that money into a Indian rupee. So the $1 is equal to 84 rupees. So I want to calculate for $9 what is the Indian rupee price. So I am using here equals to. So I am selecting, this is the USA dollar multiplied by, okay. So 1 USA dollar is equal to 84, okay. This cell must be fixed. So for that purpose, I am using here F4 option. F4 is the shortcut key for fixing the cell. In your laptop, you can use function F4. If the F4 is not working, use function F4 to fix this cell. So nothing but when you drag the data or this formula, it will not take the next cell. Okay, it will fix for a 1284 is the uh, Indian rupee. When you convert $1 is equal to 84. For 50 multiply by 84. 4 multiply by 84. Any doubt?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Click on enter option. So now select it and drag it. So now I'll go to the formula option. I'll click on this show formula. Can you see here? So you have the option USA dollar multiply by 84. Okay. And 12 multiply by 84. And $15 multiply by 84. So we'll get the proper option. So what is the use of absolute reference? It is used for fixing the cell. Okay. So as we discussed, absolute reference refer to a locked reference. So the address of its corresponding row or a column does not change when copied. Not only when copied, when you drag, so it will fix this cell. That we call it as what? Absolute reference. Got it, or can I explain it once?
How to use that F4, ma'am?
So F4 is used for when you want to fix this cell. In that time we are using the F4. In a lab P, you can use function F4. Otherwise, if properly working with a F4, you can press F4. Okay. Any doubt, or can I explain it once?
No, ma'am, understood.
No doubts,
Okay.
ma'am.
Chalo then. So the one more thing we are going to learn, that is relative reference. Okay. It is too easy. We'll work on it. Can I give one more example with this, or you got it? Guys, tell me yes or no
Got it,
if you
ma'am.
got it. Okay, fine then.
ஹலோ யார் பேசுறது யாருது சொல்லு சொல்லு நீதான் வந்துட்டேன்னு சொல்லு
Guys, mute yourself.
கேக்குது கேக்குது
I want to know the amount of it. So I'm using here equals to, okay, you can use the formula that is product. You can select it like this, okay. Otherwise, you can use the commas. So I'll close the bracket, click on enter option. So when I select it and drag it, can you see here? It is taking the same formula, but the cell is taking the next one. Okay, you can see here. It is taking the same formula. Okay, equals to product, open the bracket, B2, C2. Okay, when I drag this, you can see here, it is taking the same formula with a different cell address. This we call it as what? Relative reference. A relative reference in the Excel is a cell address without a dollar sign in a row and column coordinate. Like A1, when a formula with a cell with a relative cell reference is copied to another cell, the reference changes based on the relative position of a row and column. By default, all references in the Excel are relative. Can you see here? F1. Okay, if I click on F1, so this is also a relative. Okay, when I'm using here, you can see here equals to product. I have a B2 and C2. When I drag this, I have a B3 and C3. Okay, I have a same formula with a different cell address. This we call it as a relative cell reference. Got it, or can I explain it once? Here we are not fixing any cell, okay, but in the absolute we are fixing a particular cell and we are working on it. Okay, so here we are just, when you drag any of the data, so it will take the next cell reference for you. Okay, got it, or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
So these are the some examples. Okay, you work on it. So if you have any query, let me know. Okay, so today we discussed which is related to your logical function, if, and, or, not, ifs. Okay, after that, relative reference and absolute reference. You work on it. If you have any query, let me know in the next class. Is that fine?
Mom, can you send yesterday recorded video, Mom?
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Ma'am,
Okay, Mom.
Yes, Pa.